Oh my goodness, guys. What a way for the Packers to come away with that win just like 5 minutes ago. The game just finished. Rasul Douglas comes in clutch with a game-winning interception, basically saving this Packers team, saving them in this game because the Packers got down to, what was it, like the 1-inch line basically. Was ruled a touchdown, wasn't ruled a touchdown. The Cardinals start to move the ball down the field, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, there's like 12, 14 seconds left, and I'm thinking, okay, the Cardinals are going to try to score real fast. If they don't, maybe kick a field goal. And then Rasul Douglas is out of nowhere, reaches out, grabs the ball, interception, game over. I'm just like, wait, oh my gosh, did that just happen? It just didn't feel real. It just didn't feel real in that moment. And the fact that this guy, who the Packers picked up like a month ago, is making, game-winning plays, clutch plays in this game versus an undefeated Arizona Cardinals team. What a play by Rasul Douglas, and what a way for this guy who, has only been with the Packers for like a month to be playing as he's been playing so far. He had so many other plays in this game as well. He just flies around. He tackles hard. He, flies in there, has lots of pass breakups, and then to finish the game with an interception like this, just coming in clutch, saving this Packers team. And if you guys have yet to subscribe, you want to see more Packers content, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel down below. So I'm pretty excited right now. The Packers beat the undefeated Cardinals, and I feel like most people were just writing the Packers off coming into this game. It makes sense why you would. Without Devontae Adams, without Allen Lazard, without lots of our key players. Obviously, the Cardinals lost J.J. Watt. They were without DeAndre Hopkins lots of this game, which I think hurt them. But this Packers team was able to come in here, and the biggest thing here for this Packers offense, just their ability to run the ball, time and time again. The Cardinals defense, one of their weaknesses has been their running defense. Pretty much one of their only, weaknesses was their running defense. And in this game, the Packers were able to run the ball 34 times for 151 yards, averaging 4.4 yards per carry. A.J. Dillon, 16 carries, 78 yards. Aaron Jones, 15 carries, 59 yards in this game. So this Packers offense is so versatile. We're without our top 3 wide receiver weapons, and we're still able to find a way to come in here and get the job done by just consistently running the ball. The Packers had the ball for, majority of the time. If I take a look at the time of possession right here, the time of possession in this game, Packers had the ball 37 minutes, 35 seconds. The Cardinals only had it for 22 minutes and 25 seconds. And sort of my thoughts coming into this game, thinking earlier today, was if this Packers defense can somehow keep the Packers in this game, if they can somehow keep the Packers somewhat close in this game, and they're able to consistently run the ball on the Cardinals defense, which is their weakness, that is sort of how I saw the Packers, having the ability to win this game. And that's exactly what happened in this game. From the start, the Packers defense was able to come in here. They were able to make lots of key stops in the beginning. They were getting lots of pressure, especially in the first half. Dean Lowry was flying in there. It looked like a beast. He looked like J.J. Watt at times. I was like, is that J.J. Watt? No, that's Dean Lowry. And then we have Rashawn Gary flying in there at times as well. And especially that one play, I think it was the start of the second half, the Packers get pressure on there. Henry Black gets an interception, sort of setting the Packers up in some good field position. So this Packers defense the entire game, played really well majority of the game. The only area where they are weak, as we've seen in the past, besides last week, was in the red zone where they allowed three touchdowns on 4 attempts. So, of course, in that final moment where Rasul Douglas gets that interception, that was in the red zone. So the Cardinals were 3 of 4 in the red zone in this game, all of which were rushing touchdowns. So this Packers defense has showed their ability time and time again to get lots of, meaningful stops, and, just sort of allow this Packers offense to do what they needed to do to get the job done. Aaron Rodgers, he had a pretty solid game, but he didn't do that much. 22 for 37, 184 yards, only 5 yards, per throw here, or per reception, and 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a 90.4 rating. And of course now, that Randall Cobb signing just looks so beautiful, just because when we're without Devontae Adams, Allen Lazard, as well as Marcus Valdes-Scantling, sort of having the ability to have a guy in Randall Cobb who only had 3 catches for 15 yards, but 2 of those were touchdowns. There was almost a third one in the end zone near the end. It didn't happen though, but just because of how much Aaron Rodgers trusts Randall Cobb, to have a guy like that in the red zone in times where, it matters most, to be able to find a guy like Randall Cobb, definitely very important for this Packers team. So overall, the fact that the Packers come into Arizona, beat the Cardinals 24-21, without their top 3 wide receivers, without their best cornerback, without their best edge rusher. So many things have been stacked against this Packers team, and they've consistently found a way to overcome these issues, overcome all these issues to now move to 7-1. Cardinals also now sitting at 7-1. And so I think that, for the Packers, who have been dealing with so many different injuries, once these guys get back later in the playoffs or later in the season, once Jair Alexander gets back, maybe Zadarius Smith comes back, David Bakhtiari should be back in the next few weeks. Of course, Devontae, Lazard, and MVS will likely be back next week. I'm guessing MVS potentially will be back in the next couple weeks. So this Packers team is going to start getting healthier, and the fact that we've been able to do this with all the injuries we've had is honestly crazy, and I think just a testament to this Packers team's ability to handle adversity and to overcome everything that's been thrown at them so far this season. So I'm pumped. I'm just pumped that the Packers are able to pull this one off. It was looking a little sketchy near the end. I mean, if Rasul Douglas wouldn't have made that play, if Kyler Murray would have hit, one of his receivers there in the end zone right there, I guess what we would have been talking about more is the Packers' inability there, at the goal line, before the Cardinals got the ball back, their inability to score there. Aaron Jones basically was in for the touchdown. They call it back, didn't actually count, and then the Packers just have a random delay of a game penalty, move back to the 5-yard line, and then of course Rodgers tries to run it in, can't get there, gets stopped on 4th down. So luckily, Rasul Douglas saved this Packers offense because that was a little bit of an ugly drive there at the end once Aaron Jones' touchdown didn't count. So luckily, doesn't really matter now because we got the victory. That's all that really matters. But overall, great game and great performance from this Packers team. I mean, I'm just pumped. I'm pumped. I'm hyped. The Packers are sitting at 7-1. I mean, man, what an amazing game for this Packers team. So it's going to be a fun rest of the season. Thank you guys for watching. As always, drop a like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys want to see more Packers content. I'm pumped. I bet you're pumped, unless you're a Cardinals fan watching this, but you probably didn't make it this far. You're probably too sad to watch it this far, but who knows. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Go Pack, go, baby.